In the calm office of an experienced veterinarian, something inexplicable was about to happen when Dr. Richard, known for his precision and composure, received a weakened dog brought in by a desperate elderly woman. He had no idea that on this day he would make a decision that could save not only the animal, but something far greater. The woman, her eyes filled with anguish, held onto the dog's leash tightly, as if her own life depended on the recovery of her loyal companion. The animal's breathing was irregular, and its body trembled slightly, an alarming sign for any experienced veterinarian. The silence in the office was broken only by the woman's shaky sighs and the faint whimpering of the dog. With steady hands and a focused gaze, Dr. Richard began the procedure. His mind, trained for quick action in critical situations, guided his every move. But then, something strange happened. His sharp, experienced eyes caught an unusual detail, something that required a closer look before proceeding. His heart raced and a chill ran down his spine. What he saw at that moment completely changed his perception, making him question the initial diagnosis and leading him to make a decision that would determine the fate of that dog. The Labrador, already in its senior years, had arrived in critical condition: high fever, weak breathing, and signs of a severe internal problem. Tests indicated that surgery was urgently needed. The dog's owner, a woman with graying hair and worried eyes, clasped her hands together, pleading for him to do everything possible. Dr. Richard prepared for surgery. His team was ready, but the moment he touched the scalpel to the animal's skin, a shiver ran through him. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. He paused for a moment, took a deep breath, and decided to examine the dog once more. His eyes scanned the animal's body, noticing details previously overlooked: small muscle spasms, a slight tremor in the paws, and rapid, shallow breathing. Something was off. He exchanged a quick glance with the nurse beside him, who also seemed to sense that something wasn't right. Overcome by a growing unease, he ordered a new set of tests. His team, familiar with his meticulous nature, didn't question him. When the new results arrived, the truth became clear. The dog didn't need surgery at all. In fact, an operation could have been fatal. What seemed like a routine medical decision turned out to be the fine line between life and death. Dr. Richard turned to the dog's owner and calmly explained the situation. His tone was firm yet reassuring. "We need to act quickly, but in a different way. Your companion requires specialized treatment, and we'll do everything we can to save him without unnecessary risks." The woman nodded, placing her full trust in the veterinarian, though uncertainty still lingered in her expression. The team immediately sprang into action. They administered medications to stabilize the dog's vital signs, while Dr. Richard carefully analyzed the lab results in greater detail. That was when he made a startling discovery. The dog showed signs of poisoning from a rare substance, possibly ingested accidentally. The next few moments were crucial. A carefully administered detox protocol began to counteract the symptoms. The dog's breathing started to regulate, and signs of recovery became apparent. Still, the coming hours would be critical. The animal's body needed to respond correctly to the treatment, and any fluctuation could result in a setback. Dr. Richard and his team closely monitored the dog throughout the night, staying alert for any signs of relapse. They meticulously adjusted the medication when needed and checked his vital signs at regular intervals. As the hours passed, the dog's response to treatment grew more stable, bringing gradual relief to the entire team. In the early hours of the morning, an unexpected sound filled the room, a faint bark, weak but full of life. The dog lifted its head, its once dull eyes now shining again. The owner, who had been anxiously waiting in the hallway, was called in to see him. As she entered, tears streamed down her face at the sight of her beloved companion showing signs of recovery. Dr. Richard smiled, feeling an immense sense of relief. "He's out of danger now. All he needs is rest and care." The woman thanked him over and over again, her gratitude evident in every word. Once again, instinct and experience had made all the difference. Though the dog still needed time to fully recover, he was already showing clear signs of improvement, gently wagging his tail as he felt his owner's loving touch. We'd love to know where you're watching from. Leave a comment, and if you love heartwarming animal stories, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. How often do we blindly trust medical procedures, whether for ourselves or our animals? Modern medicine has taught us to follow protocols, but what if something tells us to pause and look beyond the test results? Human instinct, often overlooked in this era of advanced technology, still plays a crucial role in decisive moments. Dr. Richard had performed countless similar surgeries, but something about this case felt different. The atmosphere was charged with an unexpected tension, as if an invisible alarm was urging him to be extra cautious. His eyes met those of the dog for a brief moment, and a feeling of deep awareness surged within him. There was something in the animal's gaze, a silent plea, a message that could only be understood by someone who truly cared. He recalled other cases throughout his career, patients who seemed ready for a standard procedure, but at the last moment revealed subtle signs of something far more complex. It was a delicate pattern, a puzzle piece that only those who knew how to look beyond the obvious could recognize. Over the years, Richard had learned that technical expertise was essential, but intuition often complemented science in ways that couldn't be explained. He remembered a case from years ago when a simple hesitation had prevented a fatal complication. What once seemed like a dire situation had taken a miraculous turn. Soon, its eyes shone again, and within days it was walking on its own. As time passed, the dog regained its usual energy and joy. The veterinary team followed its recovery with heartfelt emotion, celebrating every small milestone. The day it was finally discharged, its owner could hardly contain her emotions as she watched her beloved companion run across the yard once again, as if nothing had ever happened. Dr. Richard watched from a distance, satisfied that he had trusted his instincts and experience. This case reinforced the importance of combining technical knowledge with sensitivity, ensuring that medical decisions are made with precision and empathy. At the end of that day, Dr. Richard left his office with a deep sense of fulfillment. He knew that by choosing to pause and reassess, he had made the right call. For him, every life saved reinforced the significance of his work and the need to keep refining his skills. Have you ever had an experience where your intuition made all the difference? Share your story in the comments. If you love animals and want more inspiring stories like this, give us a like and help us continue bringing you heartwarming content. Final call. An emotional story is waiting for you on your screen. Click now and discover the hero who will touch your heart.